My husband always chuckles when one of our kids starts crying, and I immediately say, they're just tired. They didn't get enough sleep. It's become such a pattern that he now predicts I'll say it even before I open my mouth. And honestly, I usually do. But there's a reason for it. I've noticed when our kids are exhausted, everything feels harder for them. Every little problem becomes overwhelming and always ends in tears. Last year, our 5-year-old daughter, June, was in a really bad mood. She was snappy and pouting, so I gave her a little time in her room to reset. Well, a few minutes later, she came out smiling. When I asked her what changed, she said, I decided to be happy. That moment's really stuck with me because I think sometimes I forget as an adult that I can decide to be glad, even when things feel heavy. Doctrine and Covenants 76, verse 40 says, and this is the gospel, the glad tidings, which the voice out of the heavens bore record unto us. This verse is part of a powerful revelation Joseph Smith and Sidney Rigdon received in 1832, what we now call the Vision. In it, they were shown a vast merciful reach of the Savior's atonement and the eternal possibilities available to all of God's children. It was a message of hope and joy, radical when they received it and still radical today because of the truths restored in it. We live in a world that can feel anything but glad, but this verse reminds us that at the center of the gospel is good news, that Christ has come and he's coming again, that pain, like a bad mood, is temporary, that joy is not only possible, but promised. The more we focus on our joy in the gospel, the glad tidings, the more we feel their truth sink into us. And the more we understand that we're just part of an eternal plan of happiness. And the hardest parts of it have already been resolved by Jesus Christ. Sometimes life is rough and problems aren't easily resolved, but I can always be grateful for the glad tidings of my Savior and God's plan of happiness.